Hello everyone, Super Tim 101 here, and welcome back to another build review series where I go over my favorite mechs and my favorite builds, whether they are considered meta or not. And today we're going to be going over the Shadowhawk Scattershot, the legendary mech that has some really interesting quirks, and it has this really cool pattern right here. And it can dish out quite a bit of damage. Now, it was so quirked that it actually got a nerf not too long ago, but I wanted to showcase kind of what it looked like before, as well as whether or not that build could work post nerf. And so let's jump into the mech lab and see what we're running. First, I want to highlight those really interesting quirks, and that would be the LB spread plus 25%. That's right, plus 25%. That means it spreads more than it would a normal LBX autocannon. But it does have a ridiculous LBX velocity plus 25, an LBX cooldown minus 25, plus SRM velocity plus 25, MRM velocity plus 25, missile cooldown minus 25. But here we go, missile spread plus 35%. And then in addition to a heat, it's got more spread on the LB2s, LB5s, MRM10s, and MRM20s. So it has a really, really high spread for LB2s, LB5s, MRM10s, and MRM20s. But it has still a ridiculous cooldown and ridiculous velocity for missiles and LBX autocannons. And so what I did is I basically made this sort of super stock in some ways. I had a little more ammo. I do have one jump jet here, XL255. I'm not usually keen on XLs, but this mech basically stares at the opponent, and you're going to be CT'd more than you would be with other Shadowhawks. So XL seems okay. It gives you, and you honestly, with all the firepower you're running on this mech, you really want the XL for the speed. Otherwise, you're just crawling along, which is not good for a medium mech. But I run the 3 LB2s, 2 MRM10s with that one jump jet. And you had to shave down the arms and the legs as well as the head to get everything. This was what I was using before the nerf, and I was getting some ridiculous damage. And I wanted to highlight one of those games pre-nerf as well as go into a game or two post-nerf using the exact same build. The 3 LB2s and the 2 MRM10s. Now, I went through a couple iterations after the nerf with LB5s and like 5 SRM2s, 3 LB2s, and 4 SRM2s, but wound up going back to the MRM10s and the LB2s. Previous to the patch, you could snipe from like 800 meters away with your LB2s. It had still not terrible spread if you put the skills on it, and could just rack up damage at such a cooldown. It was absurd. It really was absurd, and it was deserving of the nerf. Now you have to get within maybe 600 meters to get a better spread. Otherwise, you really are hitting like all parts of your opponents. But I think it works pretty well still. I don't see a whole lot of scattershots in the wild, but I think it's still a powerful mech with a little bit better position. You have to work a little bit harder than you did pre-nerf. So, with all of that said, let's jump into the skills and see what we're running. You certainly want the LB spread and the magazine capacity. You want the velocity. You want the missile nodes. You want heat gen. I invested more into cooldown than I did into range, and the reason for that is because of the quirks, you are not going to be shooting at super long range. You just want to be closer range. So a little bit into range, or quite a bit into range still, but that just lets it go out a little bit more, so that it does help a little bit with the spread still. Anyway, full skeletal density and armor hardening, full seismic sensor, 3 into radar deprivation, 1 in advanced zoom, and then 1 consumable slot for a UAV and a cool shot. So that is the build. Let's first highlight the pre-patch game to see what it looked like and why it maybe needed that nerf. And then I'll show you a post-patch game to show that the mech still works and is still effective. So buckle up, Hope you enjoy.
We have gained Epsilon.
I mean, I don't think we need 40 guys capturing
Command
Kilo.
confirming that we have possession of Kappa.
Charlie
They
5 is a
have
good spot to go
resource
anyway.
point Gamma.
Two blackjacks.
Sorry, just been on edge of some previous 12 games. Really, really bad decision making.
Enemy forces have Sigma.
That is the way of the mech warrior.
Yeah, I'm being shot at. Oh, I got it.
Echo 5.
Yeah, I'm being shot at. Oh, hell, I got assault mech coming in.
Target acquired.
Could you be a little more precise other than I'm being shot at?
Not.
There's a lot on the 6 line, Delta 6, Echo 6.
Warning, incoming missile.
Resource point Theta is ours.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Target acquired.
Highlander, Golf, right in the center. Right at Theta.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Warning,
Theta is
incoming
controlled by the
missile.
enemy. We've already gained a
Warning,
quarter of the
incoming missile.
resources.
Let's get shot
Keep
from
it up.
behind. That's what I did.
New target acquired.
Yeah, a big group. Echo 4, Echo 5, right at Theta.
Warning, incoming missile. New target acquired. Warning, incoming missile.
I'm moving to Gamma.
The enemy is at 25%.
Yeah, what? Behind.
Got one.
Red smoke, red smoke.
CT.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
They're right up on top of the hill.
UAV activated.
That King Crab has dual AC-20s, I think.
Warning, incoming missile. Warning, incoming missile.
We have Gamma.
Warning, incoming missile.
Zero UAV, Charlie 5.
Affirmative.
King Crab is
Target
down.
acquired.
Juliet, Juliet.
New target acquired.
Open both
New
torsos.
target acquired.
Nice. Don't stand
New
behind
target
people.
Acquired.
Target spotted.
They're capping Gamma. We will need a cap after this.
Affirmative.
We're still ahead on points.
Target spotted.
Yeah, it's not an emergency yet.
Echo 5, Marauder.
Hey, enemy mech on Gamma.
They have resource point Gamma.
LDXAC ammo at 25%. New target acquired.
Halfway to victory. We need to keep holding on to
Doing
our
like no
resource
damage to
points.
this guy.
New target acquired.
Hostiles have collected 50% of their resources.
AC ammo at
I am out of
0%.
ammo.
Warning, incoming missile.
CT Charlie.
We have Gamma.
Who is? You are Dex?
No, I'm good.
Oh.
Oh, I have MRM ammo left, but not
Oh.
LB2 ammo.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're out of ammo cap.
Right leg.
CT Echo.
Target spotted.
Missed me.
Target destroyed.
Thanks.
New target acquired.
Ooh.
CT Kilo.
New target acquired.
You got a fix on me, don't you?
New target
Target
acquired.
spotted.
Target acquired.
There's a
New
fucking
target
piranha back there.
acquired.
Yeah, we're doing okay. We got the app right now.
New target acquired.
Almost there.
Fuel
One
at
final push.
25%. New target acquired.
Flamers on that piranha.
New target acquired. Fuel at 25%. Fuel at 25%.
Oh my god.
Now I'm at 0 ammo.
Critical damage. Target destroyed. New target acquired.
Just got a laser left.
Left arm destroyed. New target acquired.
Left leg on the piranha.
Center torso critical damage. Right arm critical damage. New target acquired.
Okay. Here we got it though. Whew.
New target acquired.
Good game, guys.
We've gathered enough resources. This triumph will
was a good
provide
fight.
us huge
Yep.
technical
It was.
benefits.
Well, the good thing is I've got Lerms, so I can stay as far back as I possibly can, as long as I don't find myself alone.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
Do what?
New target acquired. New target acquired.
I don't want to be down there.
Need
New
assistance.
target acquired.
Thanks.
New target acquired. UAV activated. New
Target
target
spotted.
acquired. New target acquired. New target acquired. New target acquired. New target acquired.
spotted.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
These guys are not maintaining their
New
locks.
target acquired. Target destroyed. New target acquired.
Target
Watch out,
spotted.
buddy.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
Target spotted.
New target acquired. Target destroyed. Fuel at 25%. Target
Target spotted.
acquired. Target destroyed. Fuel at 25%. Fuel at 0%. Left leg fuel at 25%. Heat level critical.
Target
Target
spotted.
destroyed.
Well, this game's going actually pretty well.
Target acquired. New
Target
target
spotted.
acquired. Heat level critical.
Target spotted.
LDXAC ammo at 25%. New target acquired. Heat level critical.
Affirmative. Target
Left
spotted.
leg destroyed. Right leg critical damage.
Looks like our last
Override
one's down below.
shutdown.
And he did.
GG.
Did you make it?
So I wanted to do just a brief recap of those two games as sort of a compare and contrast. The first game, I was sniping most of the game. I ran out of ammo. I wasn't even fully skilled with the mech yet, but I was still shooting 800 meters away, or even more at times. I was shooting way out of range and still was able to get most of the pellets on target. And I did most of my damage, I think, from 700, 800 meters. Maybe 600, 800 meters. And I was still able to get 3 kills. I did go in after I ran out of ammo with MRM10s and was able to do more damage that way. And it worked out really well. And that's when I really sort of thought that this mech was already really powerful. And that was one of my first games, if not the first game, with the mech. The second game, noticed that I stopped really shooting from super far away. It had to be 500 meters and often closer. But the mech showed that it is still really tanky. There's also one thing that I always forget with this mech is that the jump jets don't cause the cockpit shake. So you can jump and fire and while you're jumping. So you're not going to lose your line of sight basically on your target. It's not going to shake your guns to go everywhere. You can keep your bead on your target, which is really super useful. Helped you splash damage all over your mech, as you saw with the second game. But you do have to just be significantly closer to your opponents to get all your pellets and all your missiles on target. But you can do that with the speed, which isn't super fast, but it's reasonable as well as using your arms to shield and just using sort of the tankiness of the mech itself. It's still a really good mech, even if you can't snipe people from half the map away with your LBs on a super cooldown. It still has really good cooldown, especially with the nodes, but still a fun mech to play. I would still recommend it. It's not completely nerfed into the ground. It is definitely viable still. even with the LB2s and the MRMs, you're usually going to find SRM build, which because it has higher DPS as long as you're in SRM range. But I just like this better. So, well, that was the mech. Those were the games. That's the comparison. I still think it's very much worth getting if you want to throw some money to PGI, help keep the lights on. So those are the games. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. And if you like this kind of content, think about subscribing. Thanks. Have a great day.